To see every email opened, every link clicked, every form a customer submitted in Brevo, open their contact profile and scroll to the activity timeline. That single feed replaces checking a bunch of separate reports. Once you know where to look, the whole engagement history is right there. Let me walk you through it step by step. First, pull up your browser and go to brevo.com. Sign into your account. You'll land on the main dashboard, and the first thing you see is the left sidebar. That's your navigation hub. Wait a second for all the widgets to load, especially if you're running a larger account with lots of data. If you manage multiple Brevo accounts, double-check the account name in the top corner. I've seen someone spend 10 minutes hunting for a contact only to realize they were signed into the wrong workspace. It's an easy mistake, so just confirm you're in the right one now. From that sidebar, click CRM. Under CRM, click Contacts. That's the command center for every person in your database. The page loads as a table with columns for email, name, list membership, and last activity. If you have thousands of contacts, the list paginates. You won't see everyone at once. Use the search bar right at the top to jump straight to the person you need. You can search by email, name, or even a custom attribute if you've set those up. I usually just start typing an email because it's unique and gets me to the contact instantly. Hit enter and the table filters down in real time. If you're on a slower connection, give it a beat. The filtering happens client-side on most views, so it's snappy. But a huge list can still lag slightly. Locate the contact whose activity you want to review. You'll see their email address in the first column, which is the default. Click on the contact's name, not the email, not the checkbox, just the name. The contact profile slides open. What you see first is a header with the person's name, email, and maybe a few quick stats, and below that a set of tabs or sections. The exact layout can shift depending on your screen width and whether you're on the new or classic interface. But near the top, you'll typically see Overview, Contact Info, Deals, and Activity. Some accounts label it Timeline instead of Activity, but it's the same thing. If you don't see it immediately, scroll down. It's often just below the fold. And please, before you dive into the timeline, glance at the email address at the very top to make absolutely certain you've opened the right profile. I once pulled activity for a John Smith in the wrong list and puzzled over missing opens for a solid minute before I noticed the email was different. That tiny verification saves you from a dumb mistake. Now look for the activity section. It will be a vertical feed of events with the most recent interaction at the top. Each entry shows an icon, a short description, and a timestamp. You'll see things like email sent, email opened, email clicked, form submitted, automation entered, or CRM note added. The icons are color-coded and distinct. A sent message usually shows a small paper plane. An open is an envelope with a tick. A click is a cursor or link icon. If an email bounced, you'll see a red warning triangle. That's crucial to spot because a bounce often means the address is invalid and future sends will fail. I make it a habit to scroll through at least a month's history for any contact I'm about to reach out to personally. The timeline loads in chunks of about 20 events, and as you scroll down, it pulls more automatically. So keep going until you hit the no more activity message or you're far enough back to understand the full journey. While you're scrolling, watch for something that trips up a lot of new users. The difference between delivered and opened. Delivered only means the email reached the server. It doesn't mean the person read it. Open means the tracking pixel fired. So when you see a long chain of deliveries but 0 opens, that's a red flag. The contact's inbox provider might be routing your emails to spam or the promotions tab. If you then see clicks but no opens, don't panic. Some email clients block images by default, and the open pixel never triggers, but the click tracker still works. That's normal, and you should still consider that an engaged recipient. You can click any event to expand more details. For a click, it shows the exact URL they tapped. This is gold when you're qualifying a sales lead. I always check whether a prospect clicked the pricing page or just the blog post link before I get on a call. It completely changes the conversation. For form submissions, the detail shows which form and even the submitted data if you configured it that way. Automation events tell you which workflow step fired, so you can trace exactly where a contact is in a nurture sequence without opening the automation builder. The timeline also logs CRM updates, deals moved to a new stage, tasks completed, notes added. That means you don't have to jump to the Deals tab to see if a deal stage changed. It's all in this one stream. If you have the Brevo tracker installed on your website, you may also see page view events here, though that's an extra setup. The feed respects the same user permissions as the rest of the account. So if you're on a team, what you see matches your role. Now that you've got the full activity scroll in front of you, take a minute to actually review the engagement, not just glance at it. Look for patterns. Does the contact open every marketing email but never click? That tells you your subject lines hook them, but the email content or call to action is missing the mark. Time for a more personalized offer. If opens dropped off after a certain date, did your sending reputation take a hit, or did they simply stop engaging? Cross-reference with campaign send dates. You can hover over timestamps to see exact times. Before a sales follow-up, I review the last 2 weeks of behavior, recent form submissions, any pricing page clicks, and whether they entered a post-purchase automation. That context lets me start the conversation with, I noticed you checked out the integrations guide yesterday. Instead of a generic just touching base, it's the single highest leverage habit I've built in Brevo. When something looks off, like a form submission you expected to see but don't, use the search bar again on the activity section itself. On some views, there's a filter icon to show only specific event types, like only emails sent, only clicks, only automations. Not all account tiers have every filter, but if you're on a business plan or higher, you can drill down fast. If you don't see a filter, use your browser's find function on the page, though that's clunkier. You can now confidently pull up a contact's full interaction history in Brevo. Every email, open, click, form, automation event, and CRM update, all from one profile. The activity timeline is your single source of truth for what a customer has done. Next time you launch a campaign, make it a habit to spot check 5 or 10 timelines 48 hours after send. You'll catch deliverability issues and engagement trends way faster than waiting for aggregate reports. Save this walkthrough somewhere handy so you can revisit the steps whenever you need a refresher. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you in the next one.